Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jared with West Coast River Outlaws, and you're about to watch the second episode of the Liberator jet boat build. Make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what you guys like seeing, and make sure to hit that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with all of our latest videos. I'm about to go talk to my homie Bruce with Digital Guard Dawg. What's up everybody, it's Jared with West Coast River Outlaws, and I'm here with my buddy Bruce with Digital Guard Dawg, and we are here talking about the kit that we are installing in our 22 Liberator project. Bruce, it's a pleasure to meet you, man.
Pleasure to be down here with you as well, man.
So tell us about your products, man.
Well, so today we are installing the Digital Guard Dawg PBS-M RFID controlled keyless ignition system. The system, just like in a new car, completely eliminates any need for a key on the ignition system. The module itself houses 4 high current relays to control ignition, accessory, and starter, as well as a waterproof tricolor billet button that you'll see mounted in the dash. The system also comes with 2 RFID key fobs. Each key fob is a proximity device that the user simply keeps with them when they come into proximity of the boat. The system authenticates the key fob, one of over 6 billion different codes, authorizes the ignition, the user hops in and starts with just the push of a button.
That's amazing. That's incredible. So how hard is a system like this to install? Would you say? Actually
very straightforward. Other than power and ground direct off the battery, you're simply hooking up to the same outputs that you would a traditional key switch. There's a 1 wire for accessory, 2 wires for ignition, additional wire for starter. That's all there is to it. And we're just excited to be on this boat and part of this build.
That's fantastic, man. Well, let's dig into it. I believe the tech is already in there wiring away, as you guys can probably see in the camera there. So we're gonna get a close up and see how it's going inside. Yo, we're under the dash, and I feel like I've lived here for the last, I don't know, week. While the stuff's getting anodized and done up by Drew with Drew Fab, I decided to jump into the wiring underneath the dash. And it still looks super rough, but you can obviously see the chain of how things are gonna flow. The biggest thing is we wanted to try to hide and tuck the wiring as best as we could. We didn't want anything cutting across the top or anything like that. So we had to extend a whole bunch of the wiring, including some of the Digital Guard Dawg stuff. So this is what it looks like right now. Right, so here's our main control panel. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly which one of these does, but regardless, we have everything tied in and loosely tie strapped as to where they're gonna go. We extended the button, the emergency button over here for the driver, as well as the the Speedo recall system here. This is gonna be hidden over here somewhere. So we have the fuel gauge that comes in over here, ties into the Speedo and the tack, as well as the instrument panel. Everything comes in this way through the gauges. And then this will hide up like that. Obviously this will all have loom, right? So then it goes into a little T, and it can either go down the gunnel towards the back of the boat, or it'll make a split and go this way, which this we're gonna make sit up here, right? So this will come up here into our bulkhead, essentially where all of our power and I don't know, tech stuff will be. This is going to be our ignition circuit. So when you push the key to once, it'll go into the accessory side of the key. You push it twice and it'll go into the ignition side of the key, and that's what this does. So this will turn on like the fuel pump and things that should only have power when the key is in the on position, figuratively. So then our wiring will come over this way. This is our main power block. This is gonna be for like everything. All of it goes through this. So where I'm at right now is, as you can see, we've got a little bit of excess that I really don't like. So I'm gonna cut these, terminate them, put them back so that this is just a nice smooth flow here, as well as probably climb up underneath here that you guys can't see and tuck these. And then we're gonna go ahead and loom all this up and make it look super clean. Man, it gets hot under here, but whatever, it's part of the job. So we got everything wired up a lot nicer. There's not a bunch of excess everywhere, which is exactly what I was trying to eliminate. Everything goes very smoothly. Okay, so the next plan is to pull the harness down and start wiring it with the wire loom as much as we can. So that's really gonna be what's gonna keep this thing looking super fresh and super clean. We can only go so far though, because we still need to get the extension piece for the actual push button start from Digital Guard Dogs. Not a big deal. And then as soon as that piece comes in, we can do the rest of the wire loom. Okay, so one of the things that we have to do is add the boost line from the gauge to the blower, or the manifold, if you will. And one of the attachment points is this piece, so that we can apply our compression fitting on the plastic line and make a tight seal. This piece needs to go here, but I, as you can see, cannot get it because of our hold down for the gauge. So what I'm gonna end up having to do is take this off, put this on, assemble everything, and then put the gauge back in. So we got the main wiring harness all wrapped up and loomed up. We got a whole bunch of stuff accomplished wiring wise in this thing. We're still waiting on the plates to come back from Drew for final perfection and anodization, or anodizing. This thing is pretty much gonna just hang tight. We have a little more wiring to do, some other small things that we can work on, which is what we're gonna do. But the next big portion of this video is going to share with you guys the new Drew Fab products showing up for this boat. All right, good morning everybody. It is Friday, 7:15, and we are pretty much ready to install the motor with the rail kit in the Liberator. So we got a bunch of cool parts from Drew with Drew Fab. A good buddy of mine makes really killer products, and we're gonna install a bunch of these parts on the Liberator today. So let's get to opening and we'll get right on the ball with it. So my buddy Garrett just rolled up, and he makes baller scoops. He makes a bunch of different styles, and we decided to go with this one for the Liberator. It's looking killer, dude. So you build these from scratch, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, from scratch. Bend them or weld them, either one.
Dual carb, single carb.
Dual carb, single carb. Pretty much whatever dimension you really want.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to do the best that I can.
Yeah, that's sick.
But
dude.
this is a newer style that seems like a lot of people like, so.
Right. I definitely like the fact that it's got a little bit of a unique design in the sense that I haven't really seen. There's some similar to this, but not like that, you know?
Oh, yeah. So this is basically what mainly I build for majority of the single car guys.
God damn. I can see your reflection in the top of that. Sick, dude. Hell yeah. Well, let's put this puppy on the blower. Let's see what it looks like, dude. Boom.
It's gonna look good.
Yeah. That's sick, dude.
Let's lot there, but there we go.
That's
I think it
money.
looks good.
Yeah, that's sick.
I think it's gonna look good for his Liberator.
Nice job, dude. Yeah, so I definitely like the contour that you did here because it matches the contour of the Liberator on the sides of the gunnel, you know?
Yeah.
So
no, I think it's gonna look real good. I think it really matches the blower. So once it's black, it's gonna be
bling,
perfect.
dude. Yeah, you can definitely tell the quality's there, the craftsmanship's there, and to tell you the truth, man, like you should just keep doing this. I'm surprised you're not selling more of them, dude. You know?
I didn't think it was gonna blow up the way it did.
Really?
No, I mean, it started out as, yeah, he'll do one for a friend, and then they posted it up.
And then just boom,
blew up
boom,
from there.
boom, boom, yeah.
Built one for a friend in Southern California, and he ran the rivers, so.
Everybody saw it.
Yep, and it exploded from there, and it's been hard to keep up, so.
Yeah, sure.
But.
Well, I mean, dude, I hope that we can get you busy as hell with scoops, man. So
I hope so.
Seriously, if you guys need scoops, get at me. You know, this is the guy. We've got the connection. Ha! And he can do, like I said, single carb, dual carb, the traditional,
Traditional, I do the curved edges, I do that, I do pretty much, also I do fiberglass scoop trays too, so.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, if you've got a fiberglass scoop that's really, really popular in the jet boat or the hot boat world, he can build you a base tray. Are you able to put?
I do raises. I do raised ones. I do flat ones.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So dual, single, however you want.
Nice. Yeah, and I would assume that it's just as simple as getting measurements on the scoop.
Just need the inside dimensions of the scoop and center to center of carbs if you're running dual.
Yep.
Or simple as
super easy.
Yeah.
Super easy, dude.
Yeah, I'm able to help anybody out.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you driving this thing down. Special delivery, man. Bill, you should be so special feeling. It's fucking rad. Hell yeah. Well, let's, I don't know. I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to put this motor in the boat and put the blower on and see what it looks like with the scoop here. We'll be right back. Here you are, sir, your masterpiece. I thought you were gonna put it on backwards for a second. I was gonna be so angry. Ooh, that thing is bad, dude. It is Tuesday, and this boat is supposed to be running by this Friday. Our plan is to take it to the Berryessa Hot Boats hangout this weekend coming up, actually, at Puda Canyon Campground. A bunch of buddies of mine go out there every year, and what better place to take this thing and see what it does for the first time. In fact, Bill and his homie Chris are gonna be here Friday. I pick them up from the airport, and we are 100% gonna have this thing on the water and making noise for the first time. So there's no time to waste. I mean, there's wiring, a little bit of wiring left to do. I need to button up some of the stuff on the back of the transom. There's some fuel plumbing, water plumbing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's a pretty good lengthy list, but as long as we stay focused and stay on track, we'll get it done. So it's time for my sunburnt ass to get in that boat and get to work. Well, it is Thursday. No, it's not Thursday anymore. It's Friday. It's Friday at 2 a.m. I pick up Bill, the owner of the Liberator, my homie, in exactly about 2 hours. Exactly about. I'm tired. Don't judge me. We've done a ton, man. Like, we had to put the camera down and really just go gangbusters on this thing if we were gonna make something actually happen. And you know, with Bill flying in a little later today, truthfully, man, it was really time. So anyways, what have we done? The pump is in, it's sealed, it's bolted down, torqued down, the drive line's in, we've ran the fuel lines, we've ran the water lines for the most part. We've siliconed pretty much everything that needs to be siliconed. We even added a high-tech performance, or HTP, steering extension in the back because the pump is set back. Check this thing out. Boom. Look at that. It's badass. So we've been busting ass. The back of the boat's pretty much done and dialed. The exhaust tips are just sitting there. We need to still go get hardware for that, but that ain't no big deal. Everything else for the most part's done. So what is left? There's a little bit of wiring to do. I need to mount the GPS recall system, the tax recall system. The cables need to be hooked up. The battery trays, they're in, the batteries are in, you know, so now we need to go get battery cables. Really stupid stuff like that. Alternator wires, the belt, the blower belt needs to be installed, stuff like that. Oh, one thing that is updated though, the exhaust is on back order, right? There's risers that come off the manifold that you can get in different dimensions based upon your transom. And in our situation, we needed a set that were kind of like a shotgun version. And they are made to order, and we ain't gonna get them for a minute. So what's the solution? Zoomies. Super excited to see that. I mean, that's what we all heard the motor on to begin with over at Tom Manier's place, Jet Boat Performance, when they broke it in. So, you know, we're gonna go back to that because quite honestly, we just don't have the pipes to make the through transom manifolds work. All right, so we're gonna hook the batteries up. We did it before I got the camera going, so I know that they work, but check out the fucking LEDs. Look at this shit. Look at that. That's sick, dude. Look at that. And then, if you hit the nav lights one more time, look at that. It works. Okay, that's good news. So we're getting really close. We're playing with alternator and just little stuff, wiring, cleaning up. We're almost ready to fire to hear this thing. We got the driver's side Zoomy on, and we need to put the passenger side Zoomy on and just, like I said, clean up a couple things, and we should be able to hear this thing fire pretty soon. $12:15, and we got fuel pressure finally, and spark, and I think the timing is set roughly just slightly advanced. It's probably only at like 10 degrees or something like that. So we're cleaning up and gonna pray to God that we hear this thing crack off in the next like 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, turn on.
Hit it. Oh my God, it lives! We're shooting flames. We don't have water going to anything. I'd say we just call it a successful night and figure it out tomorrow.
Hey, Bill!
Bill!
Your boat runs!
Yeah, buddy! High five.
What we wanted to see. Thank you, boys.
Yeah, of course, man. I'm just fucking...
Holy shit, that thing is loud.
Dude. It's time. We're gonna fire it up real quick again. It's about 9:30. We're gonna fire it up, make sure it makes noise, hook it up, probably give it a quick wipe down, and then we're off to Berryessa, right?
That's it, boys.
Just about. There she be. Huh. High five. Look at this thing. It is here. We made it. Look at this thing. Okay, Bill. Maiden voyage.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Bill, you're driving your boat. Yeah, buddy. We're going to enjoy the rest of the evening and tomorrow morning, and then get back into the shop next week. Every year at Berryessa, kind of near the tail end of the night on Saturday, they do little hot laps in our 18 to 20 foot boats. And we're staging a couple over there right now. We're waiting for our buddy Chris to come to the dock so we can pick him up. But we're gonna test the LED red interior lights as well as hang out here and get a good time with some real badass hot boats doing some hot laps.